Welcome back to Platform for Investor Education. In this session, we are talking about banking products available in India. Before we go to products, type of the banks, we have varieties of the bank names. See, one is the public sector banks. Around 20 public sector banks are there. The popular one is State Bank of India. Regional rural banks, these are operating in rural areas. One example may be Krishna Bank and Kaveri Bank. Apart from private sector banks such as HDFC, ICICI, foreign banks and non-banking finance companies are also operating, but they are not banks directly. You may look into the history of the commercial banking in India, which is available in Deep Dive, which provides the historical background for evolving of these varieties of the banks. These banks are operating in all geographical areas, metropolitan, urban and rural areas. You can see figure 1, which shows 50% of the number of offices are in urban areas. And also figure 2 shows the public sector banks are dominating with 65% of the deposits being maintained with them, which is the largest market share is being occupied by public sector banks. Figure 3 shows breakup of the deposits and loans of different bank groups, and again you see public sector banks dominate this category. Now let's come to types of the products and services. Whether it is a public or a private or an urban bank or a rural bank, foreign banks or a domestic banks, all the banks come under the common regulatory ambit, Reserve Bank of India. The type of products offered to all are also similar, and let me describe these things. One, current account. Current account is access is available, the product is available for all business firms, traders and all institutions. And no interest is paid on this account holder. But banks do provide varieties of services on the basis of the current account. The second product is savings bank account. When you open a savings bank account, you are eligible for interest payment on the amount deposited. The rate paid varies from bank to bank. Figure 4 shows you the variation interest rate is calculated on daily basis and closing balance of the account but created quarterly as advised by RBI. So for example, if you are having a closing balance of 1 lakh rupees and the interest on savings account is 4% per annum, then the quarterly amount of interest comes to 1000 rupees credited to your savings account. Tax deducted source is not applicable for a savings account, but interest is exceeding 10,000 rupees of the savings bank account, it will be taxed at the marginal tax rate of the account holders. Many banks are providing multiple services along with this savings bank account. This could be debit cards, accident insurance, hospitalization insurance, other special terms and facilities for women, and of course for senior citizens. And there is a benefit of waiver of minimum balance being offered by some banks. Accounts exceeding a threshold limit can be automatically converted into a fixed deposit. This is known as sweeping account facility. This offers a slightly higher interest rate. With a view to encourage the banking activity, the Reserve Bank has provided another facility to the bank account holders, that is basic savings bank account. This is a basic account intended for normally economically weaker sections of the people. It doesn't have a minimum balance, but it does have a maximum balance of 50,000. The following are the terms and conditions for opening and operating of a basic savings banking deposit account with the bank. Now let me come to the most popular investment product easily available to all individuals, term deposit product. Let me show you the different features of the term deposit product. finally, question is investment in bank fixed deposits always safe? Money deposited in fixed deposits of all public sector banks and regional rural banks are safe as these are owned by the government. There is an implicit guarantee. It is also important to note that on the basis of the historical track record and past performance, none of the private sector banks have failed on their obligations to repay the customer deposits. Each depositor in a bank is insured up to a maximum of 1 lakh rupees for both principal and interest amount held by him. And in the case of the liquidation and cancellation of the bank, the fixed depositor holder will get back to the 1 lakh rupees from the deposit insurance. Of course, this amount varies from country to country. More details are available on the website of Deposit Insurance Corporation. The status of deposit insurance in different countries is as follows. Hope you liked this information on fixed deposits. Come back to Pi for more such products and information. Thank you very much. Thanks to one and all.